How about that for a wall, then?
Back on site, Phil's found another wall.
What do you think of that, then? That's a wall and a half, isn't it?
But it's much fatter than anything else we've seen.
What's think of that, then?
Bloody hell.
Actually got a edge of it, look. That is a hell of a width, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Compared with everything else we've had.
It's twice the width.
Oh, stone me, that is a wall.
OK, so it's a big wall, but Phil's job is to find out what it's doing inside the mansion.
Yeah, we'll have a bit off there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Marek has dug deep into the rubble-filled cellars in the eastern corner and discovered window mouldings from earlier buildings.
I wish you'd have shouted when you found this one, because that's not Georgian, is it?
That's older.
You've got a rebate there for a metal frame window, not the wooden sashes that the Georgians used. And this overlow or round mouldings brought in by Elizabeth I, and the broad, flat front gets more popular in the middle of the 17th century, over a century before Popham supposed to have started building.
What about some of these older pieces that we've got on the side here?
At another edge of a window or door, you'd expect that in Tudor England. So you're talking the first half of the 16th century. This is going back and back now. And then, well, now we're back in the Georgian period. See those beautiful reversed curves, flat sections, all part of a polite classical window surround. So you've probably got 3 centuries of building here now.
We've found masonry dating back to the 16th century when the Pophams first arrived in Hun Street. 200 years later, when Francis Popham died, their line nearly ran out because he and Dorothy were childless. And this forced Dorothy to take surprising steps to protect the mansion.
What she does is intriguing. She passes the house down to another Francis Popham, the reputed son of my late husband. So we've got an illegitimate son here. But Dorothy's not very trusting. And so what she does is she creates a trust. He becomes a tenant for life. He can get the money and the profit from the rents, but he can't actually sell it. Basically, in case he's a wastrel, she wants to make sure that this is protected.
And was he a wastrel?
Well, we don't know, unfortunately. He dies so early. He dies in 1804.
So what happened next?
It goes to the Leybournes, her nephew, but she specifies in her will whoever inherits that doesn't have the name Popham has to take it. And if they don't, they're going to be disinherited.
So her nephew, General Edward Leybourne, took the name Popham and inherited the estate. But something drove him to demolish the house 30 years later. And finding out what should help us unravel the end of the story of Hun Street Mansion.
Hello, my name's John Gator. Time Team is fan-funded by Patreon. This vital support helps us to make new episodes. Joining Patreon gives you access to exclusive interviews, 3D models and masterclasses, plus lots more.